Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Wolfman Rob back at you with a brand new review. And the film we're talking about today is honestly a movie that I didn't hear anything about, never saw a trailer for, didn't see any kind of ads for or anything like that. No marketing, no posters on anything. Like, I never saw this movie. But I turned on the smart TV one day, and over there in the corner was finally an ad for it. And it was the poster for a movie called Eenie Meenie, man. Again, never heard anything about it, but I saw Samara Weaving, and I believe Weaving is how you pronounce her last name on the poster. I'm like, I like her. I've seen her in a lot of movies and I've enjoyed things I've seen her in. Screw it. I'll give this movie a go, man. So we're going to be talking about the movie Eenie Meenie on this here review. Let's go ahead and throw that poster up for you. There you go. This film is rated R for violence, bloody images, pervasive language, nudity, some sexual material, and a brief drug use. Film runs it at 1 hour 34 minutes. It's classified as an action, adventure, comedy, drama, mystery, thriller film, man. So it's got all the areas covered right there, man. But when I tell you, I knew nothing about this movie going in, so much so that I was watching it, heard a familiar voice, and I'm like, I know that voice. And then freaking Steve Zahn, one of my all-time favorite actors, pops up on screen. I'm like, hey, yes, freaking Steve Zahn's in this movie. Didn't even know it going in. I think he's on the poster, like one of the smaller images on the poster there. Like, so I would have paid a little bit more attention. I would have seen it, man. But this movie, and this can be spoiler free as possible, but like I'm spoiler free. I'm not really gonna spoil anything for you. I'm not gonna try to. But going into the movie, we start off with her character, Edie, a younger form. We already see that she's, put in a tough situation. She's going to have traumatic past and all that stuff. So we see that opening. We move forward with the story. We see now that she's trying to better herself. She's working. She's going to school, doing studies and all that stuff, working towards a career to better herself for the future and all those things and all that. But we also learn in this time because she's hanging out with her friend, and their chit chat banter back and forth as she's had trouble with past exes, and her most recent past ex is a real piece of work. He real arse, if you will. Her friend does not like him at all and all that stuff, but she has that unfortunate thing where she's stuck to this person. Like, she can't get herself to leave this person alone. The toxic relationship and all that stuff. She ends up going back over to see this guy, and in doing so, gets stuck into a whole sticky situation because he's, again, real piece of work, got himself in a situation. Now that she's here, she's an accomplice to the situation that's going on and all that, and that just leads into like insanity. So that's your action adventure thriller aspect of this movie and all that stuff, and mystery of like, what did this freaking guy do? Right. What did he get himself into now? And now that she's into it, and you feel bad for her because you get the toxicness of her not being able to pull herself away from this freaking guy, and all that stuff. So you're feeling bad for her, but now you're stuck in this freaking action adventure aspect and all that stuff, and she's into it and all that stuff. And you learn she's a bit of a badass herself and all that, which leads to them getting to the main person in charge here of this crime thriller film, and we learn the situation that he's got himself into, and now that she's a part of it, and we learned that and this is in the trailer, so this isn't spoilers. I watched the trailer finally after watching the movie before doing the show to figure out what I could talk about, what's in the trailer and all that stuff, and we learn that she has had a pass with the crime stuff as well, the chase, the adventure, and all that stuff. She's got a pass with him, of course, obviously, um, accomplice to this guy, and she is a getaway driver, very awesome getaway driver, and all that stuff. So now she is going to have to get into this situation to get this guy out of the huge mess that he's got himself in now. And again, the toxicness of it to where she can't get herself away from him no matter what she does. She just can't make herself leave this freaking guy alone. So now she's involved in it. And now we're off into a crime heist that they're going to have to pull off in this movie, man. So this movie is in all kinds of areas. I mentioned all the stuff there. It didn't say crime in it, but it is a crime heist movie as well, which leads to some freaking awesome car chase scenes and all this stuff. Great action adventure, and freaking a story that will tug on your heartstrings with her traumatic past, her this toxic relationship where you're yelling at the screen. I was yelling at the screen, like, get away from this freaking guy. Like, leave him alone. Get out of it. I know it's tough. You're in your headspace. I've personally been there. A lot of people have personally been there with past relationships. Like, you can't make yourself leave this person for some reason. But you're just yelling at the screen, like, snap out of it, right? Freaking share that one movie, snap out of it. Like, it sucks and all this stuff. But Samara is doing a fantastic performance. We're going to have to talk about Samara more after reviewing this movie. But I like what they put together here. I like the story they did. The action adventure stuff is awesome. The crime heist stuff is awesome. Like this movie, it's one of those movies. It's happened the last couple of years with me where film comes absolutely out of nowhere. Didn't know anything about it. Wasn't expecting it. Wasn't on the radar by any means. It comes out of nowhere, and I freaking love the movie. Like I absolutely loved the movie. Like while I was watching it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a top 10 film of the year for me. And when I was watching it even more, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's top 10 film. And now it's even close to like top 5 film for me, man. Like, I absolutely freaking adored this movie. I loved it from the start. I was hooked from the start. It was awesome. Absolutely had a good time with this movie. Like, this movie's absolutely must see for you. It's a Hulu film. So I watched it on Disney Plus with the Hulu option is what I got. I think I've heard the Hulu app's going away. I don't know if it's officially gone away yet or not, but go ahead and get the Disney Plus app because the Hulu app is going away. So get Disney Plus with the Hulu option. Watch this freaking hour 30 minutes, hour 30, 40 minutes. Not that long a movie. Breezy film, gets you hooked from the start. You're going to be feeling things during this movie. You're going to have a good time. There's some comedic elements in it. The action adventure stuff's cool. You're going to have some heartfelt moments with it as well, man. So absolutely 100% see this movie. I fully say check out this movie. Easily one of my favorite films of the year. Um, so yeah, that's my thoughts on Eenie Meenie, man. Samara, let's talk Samara. Like I mentioned, I've liked a lot of movies she's been in. Like obviously Ready or Not is like the first thing a lot of people think about with her, and that movie's freaking fantastic. And I can't wait to see the sequel that, has got her and Catherine Newton in it. I can't wait to see what they're cooking up with that movie. But you think about the other stuff she's been in, like the babysitter films on Netflix, the Netflix movies over there, horror films. She was in one of the Scream movies for a little bit. She was in another movie this year, um, Borderline. She was in that movie as well, which is one of my favorite movies of the year as well. I don't think it's in my top 10, but it's very close. We'll see. Like those things can rearrange themselves. Of course, we got other movies coming out. Again, Eenie Meenie is very comfortably in my top 10, so that won't get knocked out by any means. But Borderline, I liked a lot as well. I thought she was really good in that. And she's now in this situation where she's one of my favorite actresses just because, again, I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've seen her in, or I've enjoyed her performance in everything I've seen. Um, and there's been, and I'm a huge DC fan, right? And there's been these fan castings of her as Harley Quinn for a while, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that she does favor Margot Robbie. Like her and Margot do have similarities; they look pretty close to each other. So I think that's where some of that fan casting comes in. But I wasn't really into it because, again, I thought it was mostly because of that stuff. But after seeing this movie, after seeing Eenie Meenie, like, yes, sign me up. Like I can see it. Like I can absolutely see it. She's got a bit of an accent in this movie. Can kind of pull off the Harley Quinn accent a little bit. Like so I could see her turning that up to the Harley Quinn level. The action stuff she's doing in the movie, like all this stuff, I can see it. Like I can absolutely see her as a Harley Quinn. I don't know if they'll go that route with the DCU. We don't have a Harley Quinn right now. Maybe it seems that rumors like Margot Robbie's not coming back, but also at the same time, James Gunn's DCU has been heavily built off of his past works, especially his Suicide Squad movie. So Margot's Harley Quinn was in that. Would she come over here? We don't know. She hasn't really been mentioned by any means. But if they do go to a new actress, I'm all for Samara getting this role. Like I can see it. I think she'd do fantastic as it, and she would be great. So that's my thoughts. There you go. Loved Eenie Meenie. Love Samara Weaving. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. If you somehow come across this video, Samara Weaving, I apologize, but I love you. You're a fantastic actress. Can't wait to see more stuff that you do. But that's my thoughts, man. So appreciate you hanging out with the old wolf man here for this review. Yeah, absolutely love this movie. Actually, I might watch it again after this, but yeah, appreciate you hanging out with me as always. Like to remind you that you matter. You're capable of incredible, incredible things. Trust in yourself, believe in yourself, keep chasing those dreams. I know the world's a lot of noise going on in the world and all that stuff, and it's tough. And sometimes we're our worst critics, right? But just believe in yourself, keep following those dreams, chasing them, and understand that you do matter, man. Don't let that noise get to you. You matter. You're important, and you're capable of incredible, incredible things. So just keep chasing those goals and keep being. But appreciate you hanging out with me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, week, month, year. And as always, like to remind you, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. If one only remembers to turn on that light, man. Talk to you all next review.